Hello everyone, I'm Paul and this is problem 1260. Shift to the grid. This is an easy problem and here I will show you what I think is a reasonably intuitive solution. Our job is in the title. We are given a 2D grid and an integer k and we have to shift the grid k times. So if we're given this input, here is the visual representation of the grid, k is equal to 1. And here is how to shift the grid every time. We are basically moving every row one step to the right, and the element that goes out of bounds moves to the next row. So here, after shifting the grid, we get this. As you can see, numbers 1 to 3 are here. We have 1, 2 in this row and 3 in the next row. And in the last row, first we had 7, 8, 9. Now we have 6, 7, 8, and 9 moves here. So we are basically shifting rows one step to the right, and the element that goes out of bounds moves to the next row. And if we are dealing with the last row, the last element moves to the first row. We have to return the grid after this shift operation k times. Here k is 1, so after one shift we get this. We have to return this grid. Now down here we have the constraints, and we know that the length of this grid can be of up to 50 times 50. And k can be up to 100, which means that we can run this exact process. We are shifting the grid k times. We can do this because this requires big O of n times m times k. And 50 times 50 times 100 is a relatively small number that we can handle. So let's see how to code this up. First, we can build a function for the operations. We'll call this shift, and this requires a grid. Down here we can say that n is the length of the grid and m is the length of grid at row 0. Now we will store the last value of the grid. Why? Well, because after one operation, this last value will be in row 0, column 0. So we can say that last is equal to grid at -1, -1. And now we can say for every row, meaning I in range n, we are iterating columns in reverse. So we can say for j in range from the last column to index 0, we are skipping the first index. Remember that this is non-inclusive, and we go in steps of -1. From here, every time grid ij is equal to grid I previous column, j -1. Now here we are overwriting the last value, the rightmost value, but we need this value for the next row. That would be the next last. So how do we store the value? Well, before this for loop, here we can say that new last is equal to grid at I -1, last column. After this for loop, we can say that grid I0, meaning the first value of this row, is equal to whatever we have in last. And now we can say that the new last is equal to new last. Okay? And well, that's it for this function. Now we can go down here and say for every index in range, the k that we are given, we call shift with grid. And after doing this down here, we can return grid. So let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's efficient enough. So if you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.